Well, first of all, we're delighted to be in the next stage, obviously. It's definitely going to be another challenge for us. Preparation's been good. We're going to take it into this game on Sunday against tough opposition, but one that definitely we'll put what we've been doing into practice and bring it.
Yeah, sure. First, I'd like to thank our US colleagues for accepting to play the game. It's important to us, and in terms of a preparation, because that's what it is. And as I said before, the most important thing is the opening game against Cuba. So hopefully, it's important the things that we do well in the game leading up to Cuba.
Played Americans have had a couple of games recently. Does that impact any preparation for Friday in Cuba?
Well, I'm sure it always has some sort of impact, but as you know, we just don't have the depth to have two separate squads in operation at the same time. But we had our training camp. We go into this game, and as I said, this game will be important leading us to the Cuba game, and that's our situation, and there's not much more I can add to that.
Stephen, will this be a good indication of what the lineup will be in Cuba, or is this more of a chance to sort of experiment and experiment basically?
No, I think time for experimenting is finished. We had a series of games in the first round of qualifying. Due to injury or unforeseen circumstances, I had a lot of different players go through that system, but now we sort of know what we need to do, and any sort of changes, it's not necessary now.
Any injuries?
Yes.
I take that you don't want to tell us who they are?
I'd rather not talk about it, actually. I'll have to speak to my medical staff tonight.
Is it one player? Is it two players?
Well, one you know of.
Right.
Yeah, one you know of. One trained today lightly, and the other one.
Yeah, they obviously do play a little bit of a factor, but I mean, it's about moving forward and looking for the qualifiers, and that's the main thing. We've learned from our recent games, and the stuff that we do need to improve on. We will try and do that and focus on the next game.
Well, a win would be ideal, but you are going away from home, and the most important thing is to come away with some sort of result that you could build on. I'm not going down there, and the player's not going down there with the mentality that we need to draw. You're going to win the game, but we have to be sensible when we play. Understand the conditions. It could be like it is today on game day, and take what comes to you.
They're our next door neighbors. Usually next door neighbors don't like each other when it comes to derbies, but it's always going to be intense. The fans are going to be really up for it, and hopefully we can put on a good show. But there's always pride involved in the game, and
yeah, no, I feel good. There's only been a week gap between my last game and coming into camp, so that wasn't too bad. The training's been good, so yeah, I'm feeling fresh.
Obviously bigger games after Sunday to worry about, but is a Canada-US game, is it more than a friendly?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good distraction, definitely. Like I said, playing against your neighbors is always a big game, and the whole event, with the Centennial and stuff like that, is very big, and it's going to hopefully make a good match as well.
Now, this is the first cycle that you've been with the national team at this stage in World Cup qualifying. How are you feeling psychologically now, kind of coming to the realization at what stage the team is at and how much these games mean?
Just kind of you try and keep the same mindset. You make sure you're physically ready, mentally ready, and you go out there and play. Obviously, definitely the World Cup process and qualifying. As Steve said, it's a marathon, and it's about how you adapt and how you adjust to it, and you know, hopefully we do that well and get results and get through.
Steven mentioned just a minute ago having a killer instinct on the ball in front of the net and taking advantage of the opportunities that are given. As a striker, is there anything in particular that can be worked on physically or psychologically when it comes to trying to increase the clinical finish, or is it just a matter of, you know, making the most of every situation as it comes?
It's a bit of both. Yeah, there's loads of stuff that you can do. You know, we have been doing in training. You know, to help sharpen up and you know. Try and you know, situations that do come in games, but yeah, you know, that definitely has to be a killer instinct and in front of goal and going forward, and that's one we've been trying to work on, and hopefully it can come good at the right times in these big games.